Finding that perfect gift for the kayak angler can be harder than finding a new fishing hole. Today at Frontenac Outfitters, we are going to show you an awesome list here of some great gift ideas to make sure that you score the big one. So first off, we have the NRS Chinook Fishing PFD. This is the best-selling fishing PFD in the world. It has ultimate comfort. It's using the new Orbit Fit system from NRS, so it's designed to fit all kinds of different body styles between the 3 sizes that it has. It has got a ton of features built in here with the angler in mind. Big flat pockets that fold out that can hold small tackle boxes, lots of little places to rig up gear, pockets galore, reflective details, an open mesh back here to work well with kayak anglers and the high back seats on those particular styles of boats, and just fantastic quality that NRS is known for. The best PFD is the one that the angler is going to wear, and this one is so comfortable that they are going to wear it on the water, and that is the most important thing. If you're unsure about what size that you need for your angler, give us a call, and for sure we can give you a hand with that. If your angler already has a really nice PFD, then adding on one of these guys here, these are the Guardian lights that attach onto PFDs incredibly well. Little twist button to turn them on. They're water resistant, so it's a really good option if they're out early in the morning or later into the evening when the night's closing in. Just a great piece of kit to attach to the back of the PFD so that you have some visibility out there on the water. Another really good option for the angler if they already have a PFD is a pocket knife for the PFD. This is the NRS Photic. This is a folding knife that has a ton of great details built with paddling in mind. Some of the features that we're going to find on this knife that make it a really good choice is, first of all, the clip is really aggressive and tight and designed to be able to fit onto some of those spaces on the PFD in one of the pockets tucked away, but it fits really tight, so you don't have to necessarily worry about it popping off and losing it into the water. It has a nice big thumb opening action here, so it's easy to open with one hand. It has a really easy and nice locking system on it that makes it really advantageous to be able to use it one-handed out on the water for opening it and also closing it. This is using a textured G10 handle, and what that means is it's just really grippy. Even if your hands are wet, it has a really nice texture to it to make sure that you've got a good grip on it. The blade itself features a reverse scallop serration, so our front half is actually just a regular sharp knife blade, and then the second half in towards the handle has that serrated blade on it, which is really handy for cutting certain kinds of fishing line, and it's just one of these tools that's really nice to have for all kinds of uses when you're out on the water. The very tip of the knife is actually a blunt tip knife, so if we're out there in an inflatable fishing kayak or just general safety, regardless when we're out on the water, having a blunt tip is a nice feature on water knives that we're going to be using out there. It's just something nice to see. And lastly, there's a little lanyard hole. If you're able to tie, a lanyard to this to secure it to your PFD, so again, if we accidentally slips out of our hands, it's not falling down through a scupper hole or off the side of the kayak. That is the NRS Photic. New this year from Yak Attack is the click-on attachment holders, and these are, a really, really cool pickup. They basically acting like a lanyard. So you've got a carabiner style switch here on both of them, and then a lanyard that's going to come out of here to attach your pliers, a knife, any tools you want to have close at hand, all kinds of purposes for sure. You can attach it to your PFD, you can attach it to attachment points on your boat, you can go between the single and the double. Why not go with both? I mean, these are going to be extremely useful to a kayak angler. Absolutely. Speaking of useful items, the multi-mount cup holder from Yak Attack is one of those pieces of gear that just, multifunction to the degree that it can hold a water bottle or a coffee cup or whatever, but it's also just a great catch-all. If you're switching between lures, you can kind of throw them in there, you can throw tools in there, your pliers, etc. And, just a really versatile system in that regard. And you'll find a lot of kayak anglers out there will have, a cup holder. They might have the multi-mount, but then they'll have a second one because they're going to use that for exactly that, throwing the cell phone in, throwing the tools in, throwing, as they're swapping baits. It's a really, really good piece of equipment to have, and I would definitely suggest having 1 or 2 of these on your fishing kayak. So another new item from Yak Attack this year was the inclusion of dry bags, and these look great. They have a purge valve on them, your standard roll top closure with a membrane in there to help increase the waterproofness, and has the window as well so you can see what's going on inside. This is a 10 liter, this is a 5 liter, both are great sizes. This would be fantastic for rain gear, something like that, throwing up in the front of the kayak. I love having a 5-liter close by at hand as a catch-all for, my wallet, things out of my pocket when I'm getting in out of the boat, just to carry back and forth from the car. Just really handy to have one attached to the side of my seat as, just for catching kind of all the junk. The other really cool feature that we have on these Yak Attack bags is the inclusion of a shoulder strap, which I think is great. A little D-ring mounted here onto the top ring here just makes it so you can sling it over your shoulder, so you can still use your hands and not have to worry about just carrying the dry bag. So these are the Yak Attack roll top bags. Great investment for your kayak angler. So as you're picking out the perfect gifts for your kayak angler, we do ship orders for free over a certain dollar amount. If you find that you're not quite at that level, have a look at some of the fun add-ons we have here to help get that up to the next threshold to get you that free shipping. Right here, we've got the Yak Attack bottle opener, and this is really cool. It's just, a piece of the gear track that they manufacture, and they've just CNC'd it to become a little bottle opener with a keychain on it. So I think it's a really good use of, some material that might otherwise be thrown away. Just a really cool little gift idea that is going to work fantastic for the kayak angler, and they're going to recognize what this is right away. The next one is just our standard Yak Attack strap keychain. This is just taking some Yak Attack webbing and they've turned it into a keychain. So again, using product that otherwise might be thrown out, turning it into a useful item, and that way you can show off or flex your Yak Attack muscle. The last suggestion would be some Yak Attack decals. These things are a hit. Kayak anglers love them. They slap them on their boats, on their tackle boxes, on their vehicles, whatever, but definitely won't be any disappointment if they receive a few decals as well. So another new organization item that Yak Attack came out with this year was the inclusion of the bait binder systems. A bait binder system is just an organizational tool for your lures and your plastics. We can just easily flip open our binder here and find which pocket we want to put it in. Now, it doesn't have to be used for specifically just, plastic baits and fishing hooks. This is a huge system here that's full of zippered pockets. We could use for a first aid kit, repair kits, all kinds of, different bits and bobs that we could put into this guy, and then it's going to easily slide in underneath the seat or in one of the hatches or behind the seat, whatever is going to work best for their current setup. But just a really nice piece of gear right here. Available in a couple different sizes. We've got the little mini one here. We've got the slightly larger one. So I think there's an option here for everybody. The multi-flex seat cushion. This has been so popular this year. Another brand new item from Yak Attack that you can't go wrong with. If you've got a kayak angler who's out there spending time on the water, this is a great upgrade to pretty much any seat that is in the kayak angling world. It's available in a couple firmnesses, so that might take a little bit of personal preference, but it's going to be a safe bet that the medium firm is going to be a hit for sure. Some really nice features that are on this cushion is it's adjustable in the way you mount it to the seat. There's a bunch of little kind of MOLLE connectors here on the side, so you can also attach gear to it, but you take your strap from your kayak seat and feed it through here on each side, and that's going to secure the seat, the cushion, to the factory seat. And also a nice little feature is on the front here, we've got some more MOLLE strip as well, so we can take our little single clip retractor or whatever and attach it on here so that we have easy access to the tools just down below our feet. Not only is this a seat cushion, but it can be used to add some more cushioning to the back of the backrest of the seat as well. So yeah, great option from Yak Attack. This is the multi-flex seat cushion. Another new product from Yak Attack is the Command Center. This was highly anticipated. There was a ton of people that were so excited that this thing was launching on the market. Every fishing kayak relies on gear track to be able to mount our fish finders, our rod holders, camera mounts, flags, you name it. And what this does is just gives us, 4 more spaces of gear track. We can mount, a couple of screens on here right in front of us, easy to access, so we can rig the way we want to rig. This is the Command Center by Yak Attack. Also from Yak Attack, we have the leaderboard. If you have a kayak angler in your life who is fishing a lot of tournaments, then one of these guys here is the ultimate upgrade to measure the fish, take a picture, and hopefully win. This guy's packed with features. There's upgrades that you can do to them. These boards are officially recognized by all the major tournaments in North America, so you can rest assured if you're using one of these that you're good to go. Ask anybody in the community who uses one, and they absolutely love them. It's the leaderboard by Kayak. A super important piece of kit to have that I think often gets overlooked is going to be a good quality headlamp while you're out on the water. It's not something you need to wear all the time, but I've definitely been caught out on the water a few times where, you know, maybe we're not getting back to shore as early as we had hoped. Pop out the headlamp, makes paddling super easy, makes, you know, getting everything off the kayak and into the back of the truck really simple. The Silva Explorer 4 Series is a great option. It's waterproof, has 3, you know, brightness modes, has multicolor, so you can use red so it doesn't, you know, hurt your eyes so much, or that reflection off the water isn't nearly as severe. And a great burn time on these guys. Runs on 3 AAA batteries. It is my choice for back lake fishing. The ultimate in lightweight kayak anchors is this guy right here. This is the Tightline anchor. It comes in a couple of really cool fun colors or just a regular chrome. It has some really nice features on it. It folds up on itself, so you know it can fold up really compact, fit in your black pack, and just incredibly high quality. I mean, these things are fantastic, made in Canada. They stand behind their product, make an absolute legendary anchor, especially for the kayak market. So this is the Tightline anchor, highly recommend. If your kayak angler likes to spend long days out on the water, then there's nothing better than being able to heat up a nice warm meal or have a hot coffee or hot drink, and the Jetboil Mini Mo is my personal choice for that. It's nice and compact, designed as a personal system, so doesn't take up a ton of room. The only thing you need to add is an ISOPRO can, and you are good to go. There's options available to add like a French press onto these guys, so you can make, you know, French press coffee out in the field. Comes in a variety of really fun and cool colors, and it is just a really efficient way to heat up water. I mean, this thing will boil water in less than 2 minutes. Incredible. So highly recommend the Mini Mo by Jetboil. Well, this has been my custom list of gift ideas. We have a whole section listed below on the website that you can check out and peruse. So if you're not sure what to get, reach out to us for expert advice, or there's always a gift card, which makes a great gift idea for almost anybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day.